Hello everybody, I'm Sohnjee. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time checking me out, thank you so much. I appreciate your stopping by. If you are already a subscriber, let me take a moment to thank you so much for hanging in there with me and subscribing and giving me your time. I know you could be anywhere else doing anything else, but you're choosing to hang out with me, and I definitely appreciate it. So let's get into it. As always, I ask that you like, share, and subscribe. And when subscribing, please hit the little bell and let them know that you want to be notified when I upload new content. I encourage you to watch the video and, of course, leave your comments below. I'm always interested in hearing what it is you think about it. I do read the comments and I will respond. So I just ask that each of you are courteous and respectful of myself, yourselves, and each other. Alrighty? So without further ado, let's get into this subject matter for this video series. We are discussing how your astrological sign acts when they're falling for you and in love. All right, let's go. All right, so every zodiac sign is different. Okay, we've established that. No two people are the same. However, there are specific traits that can be attributed to each zodiac sign. All right, now the way in which they express it is what makes them unique. Now, everyone expresses their feelings differently, of course, particularly when they're in love or involved in a romantic entanglement with someone. That's why it can be so difficult for you to determine whether or not the partner you're with is really feeling you or just simply playing games. All right, so the purpose of this video is to give you a heads up, a clue to help you determine whether or not your boo is into you, because very often people don't notice the signals that show how much someone likes them. So they ask themselves and others many questions. We've all gotten it from your friends. Do you think they're into me? What do you think? They act this way, and you go into this diatribe and it goes on and on about you trying to figure out whether the person you're dating is into you. So stay tuned, get your pen and paper ready. I'm going to talk to you about how the zodiac sign you're involved with, whether or not they're feeling you or it's kind of on the fizzle. Stay tuned, it's coming up right now. So, your love interest is Scorpio, huh? Well, hello, Scorpio lover. Let's talk about you. Now, when Scorpio lets someone in, it's a very serious thing, a big deal, okay? Because Scorpios are notoriously secretive people, and they do not allow anyone to get close to them until they are completely ready. Okay, so now if you're involved with a Scorpio, first thing you should know is that a Scorpio expects complete transparency from you. That's right, they want to know what it is. Don't play games. They want to see you and they want to see through you. But at the same time, they're not going to reciprocate that transparency. Oh no, Scorpio takes their time about revealing exactly who they are. And as a person involved with the Scorpio, you must be prepared to wait, okay? Now, Scorpio's ideal partner will be patient with them, okay? They're going to be patient about how long it takes for the Scorpio to be transparent and reveal their secrets to them. However, you must keep yourself, as I said, emotionally available and emotionally committed to the relationship without pressuring them to give more. All right, now when Scorpio feels that they can love you and trust you, they turn up the heat. you will definitely feel a temperature change, physically almost, if Scorpio is now into you, all right? It becomes super intense, and they enjoy someone who can withstand that intensity, but at the same time be a little secretive. That's right. Scorpio likes to discover things about their partner. So although they want you to be transparent and forthcoming when they're giving you the great intuition and the great, inquisition, because there will be many questions from Scorpio, and they expect you to answer them. A smart person, if you want to capture that, Scorpio, is that yes, you answer the question that is asked, but you are smart enough to withhold some of the details. Now, are you lying? No, don't do that, because Scorpio is going to sniff that out right away, and then you're going to encounter their wrath. Now, however, if perhaps you have traveled and they've asked you, have you been out of the country? Yes, I have. Oh, where'd you go? I went to a few places. Like what? And you give them maybe perhaps one of the second best places that you've ever been, okay? And you talk to them about it. They're gonna like that you reveal that, but you hold back your most fantastic place. Allow Scorpio the opportunity to find out what that is about you, and they will see that. Perhaps you brought home little trinkets that have, your little Italy mug and things like that. Scorpio they enjoy being a sleuth about their lovers. They enjoy finding out things about you before you reveal yourself to them. So you want to keep that in mind if your love interest is a Scorpio, okay? Now, the Scorpio feels most love when there is a lot of physical contact from their partner, okay? Scorpio isn't standoffish. Scorpio is definitely known for being one of the lovers of the zodiac sign. So physical touch, physical contact is super important in the love affair, the love dynamic between Scorpio and their partner. They need a strong sense of intimacy. That's private conversations, touching, perhaps a lot of kissing, hugging, stroking, caressing, and yes, sex. Yeah, it's a requirement in order to be with a Scorpio, okay? They want someone that's going to give the relationship their all. So you need to be great in bed and share emotional depth with them, okay? You have to be willing to talk about taboo subjects. There is no subject to a Scorpio that you shouldn't be able to talk about, and they're going to want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, if they find out there's a squirmish subject that you don't want to talk about, they're going to be even more intrigued and determined to get you to talk about it. They want to know your secrets, and they are going to probe to find out what those secrets are, okay? So you have to be able, as I said, to answer and consent to probing questions, and at the same time, keep up with the passion in the bedroom. So even after you have these intense conversations, you can't get in your feelings about them. Well, of course you can, but you want to kind of refrain from doing that, because the purpose of Scorpio isn't to beat you upside the head, so to speak, with your secrets, but to get to know you on a deeper level, okay? As I said, they need to know that their partner is all in, and that's all encompassing, everything about you, including the physicality part of it. So once they know that and all those conditions are met, then and only then will Scorpio be all in to this relationship with you, okay? Now, no other sign has such a powerful stare as Scorpio. So one of the telltale signs about whether or not Scorpio's into you is the way that they begin to look at you. It has been described as one of the most intense things. You almost feel as though they're looking through you, while at the same time feeling as though you're the only person in the room. And the thing about Scorpio is they don't care that you know that they're looking at you so intensely. They also don't care if other people are watching them watch you. That doesn't matter to Scorpio. When Scorpio's into you and into their love interest, they're going to stare at you. They're going to watch you. They're going to try to connect to you through their eyes. So the intensity of that, if you felt that, then yeah, that Scorpio's definitely feeling you. All right? Now, they use all their senses when falling in love. And the taste bud is just as important to Scorpio as what they see and what they hear and how they feel. So a Scorpio that's feeling you will begin to start to feed you the foods that you like. They will bring you the foods. They will discover what it is you like to eat if you haven't told them, and they will show up with it. And then they want to feed it to you while at the same time maintaining contact with you. So caressing your neck, rubbing your leg, holding your hand if it's something that you're drinking, whatever it is, they want a physical connection to you. They want to hold your hand in the car while they're driving. Things like that, okay? Overly inquisitive Scorpios are highly interested Scorpios. If you're with a Scorpio and they're not asking you a bunch of questions, that Scorpio's not really into you, or there is some type of a problem where you've hurt that Scorpio along the way, and we'll have to talk about how you deal with that in another video because it can also be pretty intense. But however, we're gonna keep it on the love thing, and I'm here to tell you that once in love, the Scorpio person wants to be connected to you. It's required that they feel as though you guys are on a singular string and they connect to you. And they feel love quite deeply, and their love is emotionally driven. Okay, so everything that they do with you, whether in happy times or the explosive fights that you could have, with a Scorpio in love, they are intense, okay? Now, they become fully invested in their partners, and they may become controlling of the person that they care about. They may begin to control you financially. They want to know where you are, what you're doing, why you did that, why did you think of it that way. That's just who they are. But at the same time, there will be moments with the Scorpio where they will disconnect and they have to go and recharge. But don't get it twisted. When they're off recharging, they've still got their eye on you somehow, some way. So don't get stinky. Don't misstep, because they're going to know about it. All right? Now, they also may become jealous, and sometimes this jealousy can get pretty horrible, can get pretty intense with a Scorpio. That jealousy can lead them to acts of vengeance against you or the person that they become jealous about. So if you're a Scorpio watching this, you want to watch that behavior. You want to ask questions and wait for the answer before you jump to conclusions. If your love interest is a Scorpio and you are starting to experience their jealous tendencies, you want to do what you can to communicate that that's not a necessary emotion and diffuse the situation by giving the Scorpio reasons for security and diminishing the insecurity feelings that they are clearly having, okay? Scorpios can also be moody for no apparent reason and are known to withdraw, as I said, but it's a withdrawal to recharge themselves, to think about things, to take things into perspective, because they are so emotional. But at the same time, as I said, they're still quite possessive of you, so you want to make sure that although that they may have fluttered off to take a little break, it is not a break in the relationship. And don't be surprised if that Scorpio is feeling you, that they're calling and they want to know a check-in of what did you do today. All right. Now, Scorpios are extremely dependable people. However, they are protective, they are loyal, and they're faithful. And even more so if they are receiving that in turn from their partner. So everything that they give to you emotionally, that is what the Scorpio is expecting to receive in return. Now, a Scorpio is either all in a relationship or they're out, okay? They see things as black and white typically, and any love relationship with a Scorpio is bound to be complicated and an exercise in extremes, okay? But when in love, Scorpio is in it for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, they're not going to run away from a relationship. When they've decided that they're in love with you, they are in love with you. And they have every intention of this relationship going the distance, okay? So although it may take them a minute to decide whether or not you're the partner for them, once they've decided, yeah, it's you, then sweetie, it is most definitely you, all right? Just remember, an overly inquisitive Scorpio is a highly interested Scorpio who's still too afraid of being rejected to come out and tell you how they feel. But they are investing themselves more and more in you. The more they know, the more they want to know, which means the more that Scorpio is feeling you. They love with their entire heart and are prepared to die for that love. So be prepared, okay? A Scorpio love is definitely not like any other in the astrological chart. Alrighty, so that's it. You can determine whether or not your Scorpio is feeling you. And if you have some tips for anyone out there and you want to say, if you're a Scorpio and you want to say some things that you definitely do when you're feeling in love with a person, or you definitely have intense feelings for them, drop it in the comments section below. Let us know. Scorpio is a really difficult sign to figure out. There's so much about you, and then still, we just haven't even touched the surface on exactly what it is that a Scorpio can and is willing to reveal about themselves when they are in love with you. But of course, I did my best. All right, I gotcha. If you have any questions for me, you can always email me. My information is definitely found in the description box. I look forward to hearing your comments. If you are a person that is in love with a Scorpio, or you've had a romantic relationship with a Scorpio, let's hear about your details below. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your intense Scorpio love affair. Until next time, bye-bye.